Santa Clara. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. There he goes, right side. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. On first down, Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Wilson. Gets it out wide to Davis-Price. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
2nd down, here's Davis-Price. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 33. 31 yards there and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Davis Price is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
92 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First down, here's Mitchell. He's got it to the 43 here.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
The Niners had 3-8 on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Throwing now is Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
They'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And some room to work. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Ty Davis-Price
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
45. Mike, 45.
From the gun on third down, Lance. This is caught by Malik Turner. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Niners have got it back to within a score.
Gold with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Going for it, here's Davis Price.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Now Lance.
And this complete to Mitchell. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
104 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Lance looking to throw it.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup. I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Davis Price up the middle.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Second and 9. Another touch for Davis Price.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now Wilson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some space here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on. 54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check, check. 54, 54. 61.
Throwing is Wilson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, Lance. Flush to his right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Guys, game situation.
After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Ty Davis Price.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Davis Price gets this one out of the gun.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, Wilson.
They'll set up the screen for Davis Price.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a 40-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
And Lance now to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
DeForest Buckner, a Pro Bowler when he played for the 49ers, there on the stop.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
On play action, Lance.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
148 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Everyone's got 4 down.
Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle, and he's got Gray.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Danny Gray.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Lance. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's Lance. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And he is going to have the 49ers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now left side on the swing pass. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Lance back to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Lance finding Debo there for the Niner first. They'll run with Mitchell. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed.
And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He's got to complete to Waddle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Shotgun and then a handoff to Davis-Price.
And that will get him another first down, but the clock certainly working against him.
First down, and they go right back to Davis-Price.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Dolphins, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.